Okay, all right. We're an hour in now. Okay, I'm going to appease everybody. Just give me one. Give me one David Popovici 200 freestyle set that you would do that he's had success in, that you can remember.
Okay, 200. Okay, so we do a race-based set. I It's not something that I came up with. It's something that
Hmm.
I got.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, and I'm sorry, I don't know where, but
Hmm.
I can try to look it up and then give you a follow-up.
It's okay.
So you start out 6 weeks before. You do 6 times 250s, one with a dive and one with a push. And then you have active recovery in between, and then you just try to mimic the speed. So, in some regards, and this is something that I got from being a fan of football and a fan of Marcelo Bielsa, who's a football coach, and he's very fanatic about
Hmm.
tactical reflexes, right?
Hmm.
So if one player does a movement, um, your player has to do the um counteracting movement automatically.
Right.
It's not something that he needs to start think, I need to do this. Okay, then I'll do this. He
Mm.
needs to know it immediately. So, and you try to mimic the speed that your goal is that you set as goals for the 200.
Mm.
Then next week you do 4 times 350s, one with a dive, two with a push. Next week, then you would do 3 times 4. Then you would do this again. Then you would do um, maybe 2 sets, and probably a week before one or two. It depends, right? It depends on the context.
All right,
And
listen, there's going to be some fanatical people out there that want a little bit more specific on this set. So, when you're diving and then you're pushing, what's the rest cycle on those?
so it's like when you begin, it's like 130 for
Mm-hmm.
the dive, and then the others are 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, in week 4, everything turns down to a minute, and that's it, a minute.
Wow.
There's
Why
no,
why do you why do you go that way? Why do you start off with the smaller and go to the larger as you get closer to the meet? Why'd you reverse it like that?
but the, you, it's race based, but then it's smaller in amount, right? So you do basically 1250s, and then they change in order and shape, and then you end up with doing 8 or maybe 4.
Oh, right. You're
So
reducing the
quantity,
rounds, right?
quantity, yeah, it's
Right.
decreasing,
Right.
but
Right.
otherwise the quality has to increase. So maybe
Right.
in week 1 you would you would achieve your time goal, but you wouldn't have the right underwaters, maybe not even the right stroke count.
Mm.
But you also have to take those in account, and you also have to take them up and let's try to fix this, let's try to fix that. um it's very malleable, so I think
Right.
you can do it in whatever way you want it.
So when he's clicking this season and you do this set, what are the paces that he's holding in practice? I mean, when you're looking down at your watch, what's it telling you?
Oh, so like the first 50 will be something around 24. Sometimes I think it may dip under 24, but not that much, probably
Mhm.
around 24, right?
Mhm.
And then the others will be just 26, maybe under 26, somewhere around there. But
Uh-huh.
it also depends on the right technique. So for me, it's important to do it in the right way, because it's not helpful. You can swim 22 and then, let's imagine you can do 22 and then 350s at 23, right? It's
Right.
amazing, right? But if you do them swimming in a bad way, then when you will be racing, that's not going to happen. You need to vision yourself racing and then take it in the practice and just try to live the race in some regards.